Are your coworkers diabolical if they mock your lack of follicles? Perhaps you should not let your words be careless around a coworker who's hairless. A judge in the UK, they have them there, Kat, has ruled that calling a man bald counts as sexual harassment. According to the ruling, baldness is more common in men than in women, if they say so, but I'm no biologist. So using bald as an insult against the guy violates the protected characteristic of sex, similar to commenting on the size of a woman's breasts. But anyone who thinks that boobs are more common in women than in men clearly have never seen Brian Stelter jogging. Terrible. Actually, no one has seen Brian Stelter jogging, so the joke doesn't even work. Kat, this is the assumption that only men are bald, but we know that's not true. This is actually reverse sexism. Yeah, so if it's sexual harassment to comment on a man being bald because men are bald more often, women wear hair extensions more often than men, so is making jokes about someone's hair extension sexual harassment? Look, Baldy. I'm just curious. Are you wearing what your dog was chewing on? No, those were old ones, but I still can't throw them. I'm a hoarder. Like, they really, like, after that, they really should go in the trash. And I thought that after that, I'd be able to throw them in the trash, but they're still sitting on the counter. Oh, my God. He really enjoyed it. I guess he probably was getting, you know, he felt like he was killing a dead animal. Yes, yes, and in some ways he was. Yeah. Well, yeah. Larry, what if a bald man identifies as a bald woman? Then all bets are off.
That's very hard because of the pronoun issue.
Yes, exactly.
Very hard. This is the second story we've had on sexual harassment and pronouns. I don't know. I mean... What happens, Greg? Yes. Just thinking this through. Sexually harassed. What about short people?
I thought, dude, that's on my list.
Short people.
I had a question about short people.
I mean, I don't know how to deal with this. I'm very sensitive to this issue.
You know who does some height privilege on me? Jesse Waters all the time has to make a comment about height. I never do that to Dana.
Well, I know. I know. I'm taking a pass here. I'm in way over my head.
Well, you know, Dana, do you think that this is referencing somebody's baldness is this sexual harassment?
I do not. Okay. It's like, because this is the second story we've done about sexual harassment, and it's nonsense. Yeah. It's like when the left started calling everyone racist, it just became a word with no meaning.
Yes.
And so now sexual harassment, which is a problem for some people in some companies, is an issue. It is not an issue in middle school, and bald men are not. I can't imagine that this judge in the UK was like, oh, this is a very interesting case. I'm so glad I get to rule on it. I would have just thrown everybody out of the courtroom.
Was there a lot of money in the settlement?
I have no idea.
I was curious about that, too.
Just curious.
Enough to get, like, maybe a hair transplant. You know, Jamie, this won't be a problem for about a year for you. But,
you know what's funny?
What?
Did you I read every word of the article, like I do with all the articles. At the end of this, he's angry because the guy called him bald, but if you read it further, I'm going to try to say this as clean as possible. His coworker called him a bald C word. That's the truth. Yes. That's what he called him, and the guy was like, oh, my God, I can't believe you called me bald.
Yes.
And it's just not the crazy... That would be like if someone's like, you're a fat pedophile, and you're like, I've been going to the gym. I have been...
In England... Well, go ahead.
They use that word a lot.
Yeah. I was going to tell you one short, true story. So after I do your show... Sometimes you go on Twitter or something and people say, like, nice things or whatever. And I was, after a show, I was the last one in the new studio. I was trying to feel better about myself, and people were like, oh, you did a good job. I'm like, oh, that's nice, heart. And and then somebody goes, I love the new where the camera, like, pans across. It gives us a great view of Jamie's bald spot. There it is.
Yeah.
And so I actually ended up going to this doctor, and I go, how much would it be to get, like, a little, like, and it's thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And he goes, I could make you look 20 years younger with this, and he just gave me a ball cap. I'm going to That totally covers it.
There you go. Literally, it does cover it.
I feel very self-conscious.
No, don't. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry, Larry.
Are you offended?
Huh?
Are you offended?
Well, depending on the settlement, though.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Up next, if Kamala's at the venue, word salad is on the menu.